The 23rd of March is a date which will be ingrained in my mind forever. This is the date that schools closed all across the UK to reduce the spread of the coronavirus. This had never happened in modern history, and to say the next few months were unprecedented would probably be a huge understatement. The advice from our government was stay home to stay safe, and that's what we did as much as we could. At home, we had to get used to a very different way of life. Our daily routine was different. We did not see our friends, but we did see much more of our family. We did not go out to eat, but Mummy cooked some things we had never eaten before. We did not go to school, but we had school at home. And although we will never forget the seriousness of the pandemic and the many families who suffered because of COVID-19, over the next few minutes, we would like you to sit back and relax as we reflect on some of the more memorable moments of lockdown 2020. And first, having school at home with mum or dad as our teacher, well, that was a whole new experience for all of us.
Come on, you two. It's time to sit down and do your schoolwork. Oh, Mummy, do we have to? I don't like having you as my teacher. When can we go back to school? I love doing my schoolwork at home. I can do it whenever I want, and when I want to take a break, I can. I hope you two don't need the laptop this morning, because I need to do my work on it, and I need you two to be quiet.
Great, Daddy.
Great, Daddy. You can have the laptop. I will do my work later. No, you will not. You're going to do it right now. Let's see if Mrs. Richmond has sent a little video this morning. Yes, she has, Mummy. She's doing literacy for us today. Good grief, look at Miss Richmond's hair. Did she not brush it this morning? Do you think she's still in her pajamas? She must have been out in the sun because you know she's quite red. Would you two be quiet and let's see what Miss Richmond is telling us today? Oh, Mummy, I want a break. Can I have a snack? Come on, kids, I need the laptop. I have deadlines to meet. The sooner you get back for it and the sooner you should get back to school, the better.
So homeschooling was a real challenge for all of us, mums and dads too. But we did enjoy our PE sessions with Joe Wicks. Move over, Mrs. Quinn. Joe Wicks certainly kept us fit.
Come on, girls, let's go do some Joe Wicks. Hello, everybody out there in their living rooms. Well, let's get going.
Until you did what he said, and special request when something like this. Stand up, turn around, sit down. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, turn around, and down. Sit down. Who guarded the bridge? He wouldn't let you pass until you did what he said. And his special request
Fortunately, during the spring lockdown, the weather was absolutely beautiful, so that meant lots and lots and lots of family walks. So not only did Joe Wicks keep us fit, our family walks kept us in good shape too. We walked the roads, we walked in the forest, we walked through the fields. Yes, we walked and walked. Those of us who have dogs, well, they absolutely loved it.
Come on, Spot, it's time for a walk. Rip, rip, rip! Rip, 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 rip! Rip, 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 rip! Come on, Elsie, let's go for a walk.
One man on a walking mission during lockdown in April was Captain Tom Moore. What a hero he was as he walked laps of his garden to raise money for NHS charities. He hoped to raise £1,000 before his 100th birthday, but the final total exceeded £30 million. We will never forget those images of Captain Tom walking in his garden and then, of course, receiving his knighthood. What a good news story.
Not all heroes wear capes. Thank you, Captain Tom, or should I say Sir Tom.
After a few weeks of lockdown with no shops open, it soon became apparent that home deliveries were the only option, and so the parcels began to arrive. Asda deliveries, Tesco deliveries, Amazon deliveries, and so the list goes on. There were even shoe deliveries to Balachi Primary School.
Tesco delivery! That's me done for today. Got another delivery for Balachi Primary School. I think it's another pair of shoes for Mrs. Richmond.
At the weekend, it was time for the family quiz on Zoom. None of us had heard of Zoom before, but very quickly, most of us got good at using it. At the weekend, many of us connected online, sat around the laptop with our Coke and popcorn, and looked at our family members in little square boxes on the screen.
Okay, what's the password for tonight's Zoom quiz?
Here it is, Mum.
Okay, do I connect to computer audio?
Yes, Mommy. Come on, of course you do.
Okay, how do I work video? Here, Mommy, move over, let me do it. Here we go, we're connected now. Oh, there they are. Look at your aunt's hair. It's like a wind bush. Does she never look in the mirror? How can she go out like that? Quiet, Mommy, she can hear you.
Well, some of us were not so good at using Zoom, but some of us were very good at answering the quiz questions.
So next round is a food round. Question 1. In what country would you eat paella?
Paella. What's that, Mommy? I don't know. I haven't heard of it before. What? We're not doing very well here, are we?
I'm just going to get a drink here. Come on, Google. You'll know the answer. Paella comes from. Question 2. Brie, Camembert and Parmesan are all types of what?
Oh, Mommy, I know this. They're all cheese.
And Mommy, I think I know the answer to the first question. Paella comes from Spain, right down Spain.
You're a smart lad.
The voice of Zoom.
Yes, we all had good fun with the Zoom quizzes. So March passed, April passed, and soon it was May. And guess what? We are still going for walks. Uphill, down dale, through the lanes, on and on we walk.
Come on, Elsie, let's go for a walk. Time for a walk, Spot. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Apart from going out for a walk, we went nowhere. We couldn't go to the park, we couldn't go to McDonald's, we couldn't go to church. We could go and visit Granny and Granda, but we had to talk to them through the window.
How are you, Laura?
I'm keeping well. How are you?
What did you say? I can't hear you.
We are keeping well. What about you too?
Oh, we're rightly fed up with the night. Your granny can't wait to go and buy a new pair of shoes.
Maybe you should Google me a pair on the interweb.
Granny, you mean Google and on the internet?
It has been a hard time for our grandparents, who we want to see so badly, but we also want to protect them from the virus. Let's hope we get to spend some time with them over the holiday period. But at least Granny was able to get her new shoes online and of course get them delivered to the door. Can you just imagine how busy the Amazon warehouse must have been?
You're going to have a busy day today. Looks like it.
I think amongst all those deliveries, there was the odd set of hair clippers. I know I got a set delivered to my house, and there were indeed some rare haircuts over lockdown.
I think it's a high time you had a haircut, son. You're starting to look like a hippie.
I think you could do with a bit of a trim yourself.
I'll tell you what, practice on Jack first, and I'll judge it if you can cut mine.
Chicken. Right, come here, Jack. I think you need to chat with my clippers.
Oh, great. Remember, I will have to show my face in public eventually.
Don't worry, son. It can't be that hard to cut your hair.
Remember, he's a child. He's not a sheep. How's it going, Mum?
Great, Jack.
Great, it's one word for it, Jack.
Do you know, I think you should start wearing this hat. I think you'd really sit it.
Yes, definitely. Wear a hat, son, for the next 6 weeks or so. Mum, what have you done?
Nothing, son. But a hat won't hide.
Well, I'm telling you one thing. I don't care if I end up looking like Moses. You are not coming near me with those clippers.
Even though there were some dodgy hairstyles, home learning continued. Let's see how things are going in this household.
Come on, you pair. It's time you got round this table to get your work done. Let me see. What page of mental arithmetic do you have for today?
Oh, no! Mrs. Torrance can even torture us from her own kitchen table. Her and her mental knowledge. And since she found out how to work seesaw, she's become obsessed.
Come on, the quicker we get started, the quicker we'll get finished.
She'll only send more.
And joy of joy, she sent 2 more transfer papers.
Oh no! Is there no escape?
No, there isn't. She's decided to torture us all, me included, and there is no escape. The quicker I get you lot back to school, the better.
You know, I never thought I'd send one, but I want to go back to school. Me too.
Me 3.
During lockdown, we were so grateful for the dedication of our key workers who kept on working regardless of the virus. Many of us made rainbows and placed them in our windows as a way of saying thank you. And then on a Thursday night, do you remember clapping our NHS workers? Yes, we clap for our doctors and nurses and for everyone who works in a hospital setting or a care home setting. We were so thankful that they were looking after the coronavirus patients.
Thank you, NHS! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Three cheers for the NHS. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip.
Hooray! Hooray!
Before we knew it, it was the end of June and the school holidays were near. We couldn't have an end of year prize giving as we usually do, but at our school we had a drive-in event just for our P7 children. We all loved it.
Good morning everybody and welcome to this very special drive-in end of term prize giving. It's lovely to see you all today and thank you very much for coming.
And so, although the school holidays were here, some of us still had plenty of chores to do at home. Now that we're in July, no more home learning. Yeah, time for a break from schoolwork and time to relax. Although the virus cases had reduced, COVID-19 had not gone away and we had to take care when we were out and about. Social distancing and mask wearing were normal practice. What wasn't normal practice was having the 12th celebrations at home.
Can you all hear me?
I can hear you.
So can I, but Rebecca is on mute. A quiet Rebecca. Now that's a strange thing. Rebecca, turn on your mic.
There, I have it on now. And I heard your cheeky remark, Stephen.
What are you up to, Rebecca?
Not much, just been walking Daisy. Again.
What about you, Freddie? What are you up to?
Not much. Daddy told me to give Granny's dog Rab a walk. He's as mad as a bag of monkeys like Rebecca. He takes me for a walk rather than me taking him.
Poor Tina, my dog has started a sit-down protest at the back door when she sees the lead in your hand. She just sits there, then I have to carry her.
My Daisy's just perfect.
Do you know we should have been walking in Tobermore today? It's the glorious 12th.
I know, it's the 12th of July, and here we are, not a band in sight, not a banner, not even an orange colorette. The only thing we're walking this year are dogs.
I was thinking, surely we could have our own mini 12th. Of course on Zoom, socially distanced.
I think that sounds like a plan. Tell you what, let's meet back here in half an hour.
Mum, I need my suit.
Although we didn't get for a long walk on the 12th day, guess what? We were still going on family walks. By now, our pet dogs were getting a little bit scundered with all of this walking.
Sit. Paw. Other paw. Good girl. I know, let's go for a walk, Elephant. Yeah. Come on, Spot. Let's go for another walk. You must be tired today.
Although shops were opening up in July, well, you know the story, the deliveries just kept on coming.
Delivery.
Just one more to go.
Summer 2020. In a normal year, some of us would be preparing to go on a holiday abroad. This year was going to be different. Instead of Costa del Sol and temperatures of 30 degrees, it was Costa del Portrush, cloudy skies and raincoats. But hey, we all had a great time on our staycation. So September rolled round and we were so glad that all our children were able to get back to school, and we were pleased to welcome 8 new recruits into P1. School has been very different for us this term, but we are all working hard and more importantly, we are keeping well. As we move towards the end of 2020, a year like no other, coronavirus is still with us and it may be with us for a while to come. Our memories of 2020 will also be with us for many years to come. We are grateful for heroes like Captain Tom, our NHS staff who work tirelessly in our hospitals, our key workers who kept our country going. But most of all, we are grateful for a roof over our head, a meal on our table, and family members who love us. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you all.